This is what I tell people within my company, within my team. Do it my way. Because if you mess up, I don't mind being a janitor to clean up the mess because I told you to do it a certain way. But if I tell you to do it a certain way and you do it your way and then mess up, I don't want to clean it up.
Civil lawsuit filed in Miami-Dade County has put the WBA lightweight champion in hot water over another alleged domestic incident.
These allegations against Gervonta Davis, they're very serious allegations. Anybody that's laying hands on women needs to be shut down straight away. They need to be, for me, they need to be locked up and the key thrown away.
Tank is done. Tank is hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up, he done.
Floyd Mayweather has finally spoken out after reports surfaced that Gervonta Davis has been arrested, a development that could put his upcoming fight with Jake Paul in serious doubt. While no official cancellation has been confirmed, Jake, Paul's company Most Valuable Promotions, MVP, has released a statement confirming that they are investigating serious civil allegations filed against Davis. According to MVP, they launched an internal review immediately after learning that a civil lawsuit had been filed in Miami-Dade County on October 30th, 2025, naming Gervonta Davis as the defendant.
Only 2.5 weeks from going on. November 14th is the date. We are supposed to think that Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis are going to be fighting on Netflix, but not so fast, my friend. There's another, yes, I said another domestic abuse allegation against Gervonta Davis, and that may either destroy,
The lawsuit accuses Davis of battery and intentional infliction of emotional distress. So far, no criminal charges have been filed, but considering Davis's legal history, the situation is already creating major complications. Meanwhile, fans and insiders are paying close attention to veteran boxing legend Floyd "Money" Mayweather, whose first public comments on the matter, though limited, could influence whether the highly anticipated fight still goes forward.
Boxing champion Gervonta "Tank" Davis faces new abuse claims from a woman who claims to be his ex-girlfriend. This is according to our media partner, the Baltimore Banner. Courtney Rossell says she dated Davis for 5 months and recently filed a civil lawsuit accusing him of aggravated battery, false imprisonment, and other offenses. She claims Davis physically attacked her a number of times during their relationship. Rossell claims the most recent incident was Monday at a Miami nightclub. Davis is scheduled to fight Jake Paul in Miami.
This is not the first time Davis has faced such accusations. Some observers point to earlier incidents involving his girlfriend, suggesting a pattern of troubling behavior. Over the years, videos and public accusations have circulated, raising serious concerns about his actions outside the ring. Although legal proceedings are still underway, the controversy could hurt Davis's public image, as well as impact future sponsorships or professional opportunities.
Welcome back. Champion boxer Gervonta "Tank" Davis out of jail tonight. The famous South Florida fighter bonded out less than an hour ago.
Now he's accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend in front of their children. CBS News Miami's Trish Christakis is live at the jail in West Miami-Dade with details on the allegations against him. Trish?
Yeah, guys, good evening. Well, in the last 30 minutes, Gervonta "Tank" Davis just bonded out of jail. Behind me, he was arrested this morning on the charge of battery of domestic violence. Take a look at that brand new video here. You can see him walking out of the side of TGK using his T-shirt to cover his head, surrounded by correctional officers and what is presumed to be his manager. Now, although we asked him questions about these allegations, he did not say anything to us as he walked out. He just went immediately into the SUV, waiting for him on the side. Now, Davis was arrested this morning, like we just mentioned, on a charge of battery of domestic violence after he allegedly hit his ex-girlfriend outside of her home on Father's Day. According to the arrest form, Davis and the victim have 2 children together and were in a relationship for about 4 years. Police say Davis went to her home to pick up the kids on Father's Day. That's when an argument took place before things got physical. He reportedly told the victim to remove the kids from the car, saying he no longer wanted to take them. And while she was leaning in to grab her daughter from the back seat is when he allegedly hit her in the back of the head and proceeded to slap her on the right side of the face, resulting and a cut by her mouth. Now, according to the police report, she texted her mother to come outside. The arrest form says her mother saw the victim crying and arguing with Davis and filmed that argument. Davis is a boxing star, a WBA lightweight champion, I should say, but he has had numerous legal issues in the past, most recently in May of 2023, but a Florida prosecutor dropped that separate battery case against him after a woman accused him.
2 years ago, Davis was also arrested on similar charges involving alleged misconduct toward a woman. That incident drew heavy media attention and reignited public debate about his behavior. The fact that these situations keep happening has led many to question whether Davis has taken any real steps to change, or if he continues repeating the same mistakes without addressing the root cause.
About his criminal history, Local 10's Roy Ramos is live in Fort Lauderdale with all of the latest developments. Roy.
Sanella and Louie, and we just obtained the 911 calls made by this alleged victim, and in it you can hear her screaming to that dispatcher to send help because she is in fear for her life. Hey, Gervonta, what do you have to say about the charges against you?
No words from 28-year-old star boxer Gervonta Davis as he bonded out of the Broward County Jail Wednesday, a day after he was arrested for allegedly hitting a woman at his Parkland home.
Did you punch that woman in the face?
Davis facing a Broward County judge hours.
Reports suggest that Jake Paul's promotion, Most Valuable Promotions, MVP, has already contacted several big-name fighters to step in for Tank Davis. However, efforts to finalize a replacement have reportedly run into complications. MVP is also said to be considering moving the fight to December, hoping to secure a new opponent while keeping the event's hype alive.
And Gervonta Davis, at the minute, is in limbo. We don't know if the fight's going to be happening. I mean, I wasn't too excited about this fight anyway. I think it's a joke, but I'll get into that in a minute. So here's what we know so far. Davis is now facing a lawsuit in Miami from his ex, accusing him of battery, kidnapping, false imprisonment, and emotional distress. I mean, this does not look good, and he's had previous with his partner. Hands on women, I just can't agree with. It's just terrible, and it's so bad for boxing when a fighter is being accused of putting. I mean, that's my personal opinion on men going anywhere near women in an aggressive manner. It's just wrong. So as of today, November 2nd, this fight is still technically scheduled for November 14th to air on Netflix, but it's basically hanging on by a thread. But the team, Jake Paul's team, have reportedly gone and contacted all the fighters, and the names that they're looking at contacting to fight as a late replacement: Ryan Garcia, Terence Crawford, Francis Ngannou. I mean, come on, we'll get into them. And
according to multiple sources, Paul's team has reached out to Ryan Garcia as a potential replacement. The offer was reportedly made to keep the November 14th event from being canceled, with discussions pointing to a possible date change to December and a refreshed fight lineup.
I'm hearing that Jake Paul and Most Valuable Promotion have sent an offer to Ryan Garcia to replace Gervonta Tank Davis for that fight. And I'm hearing that since the weight difference isn't that much, and the weight limit being that of 195, Jake Paul versus Ryan Garcia can be a pro fight.
However, Oscar De La Hoya has firmly denied that Ryan Garcia could replace Gervonta Davis in a fight against Jake Paul. He explained that Garcia's contract with Golden Boy Promotions and its streaming partner DAZN conflicts with Paul's existing deal with Netflix, making such a matchup legally and logistically impossible. De La Hoya also stressed that all parties must honor their contractual commitments and said that Garcia's next fight will soon be announced under the Golden Boy banner.
So I wake up to calls from reporters asking me about Jake Paul and Ryan Garcia. Let me just tell you why this fight is not going to happen. Ryan Garcia fights for DAZN, and Jake Paul fights on Netflix. I mean, that's pretty much the bottom line. Golden Boy has a contract with DAZN. Ryan Garcia has a contract with Golden Boy. And that's just the way it is. I mean, this is business. You know, Ryan Garcia's probably going to rant saying, oh, you're keeping me from making money and this and that and fighting. No, you have to go by the law, by the rules. You have a contract with DAZN. You have a contract with Golden Boy. It just doesn't happen that way. So anyway, Until next time, we'll see you Saturday for Virgil Ortiz. But again, Ryan Garcia's next fight will be in the...
Meanwhile, there are rumors that Jake Paul might fight Francis Ngannou instead. Although the matchup with Davis remains unofficially on the table, the legal uncertainty has forced Paul's camp to explore other options. Despite speculation, Ngannou himself laughed off the idea, saying, "Don't be silly," when asked if he'd actually face Jake Paul.
Sex with you if he wanted to.
If you want to make money, fight Jake Paul. I would love for him and Francis too.
No,
Francis would hurt him. Whether your boy's calling him out. Next time I see this, Jake Paul, guys, I'm going to slap you 2 or 3 times.
Yes. Next time,
Yes.
Francis could, my dog, Philly Fresh, that said this. Francis could have sex with you if he wanted to.
No.
Jake Paul,
Jesus
no.
Christ.
Don't do it.
Whoa.
No. Don't do it.
I'm like,
listen.
You just
That's not what you want.
You just ruined my appetite. I be thinking of Francis Ngannou and Lane Pike, dude.
No, pause, Henry, relax. Don't take it that far.
I mean, you
But
said it, bro.
Listen, if Francis somehow, one of his paws, one of his mittens touch anywhere near here.
Boxer Conor Benn has strongly criticized Davis following his arrest on domestic violence charges. Benn called Davis's behavior completely unacceptable and said he could never share the ring with someone accused of harming women. He added that, as a man with sisters and a daughter, he finds such actions unforgivable. Benn went further, saying that if the allegations prove true, Davis should be banned from boxing altogether, stressing the importance of accountability and ethics in the sport.
Somebody you've had some interaction with on social, what do you make of maybe the lack of discipline or arrest?
Lack of discipline. Lack of discipline. Is that what you want to put it down to?
Yeah.
It's more than lack of discipline. Yeah. It's vile. Do you know what I mean? I don't condone that at all in the slightest. So it's not got nothing to do with lack of discipline. It's got everything to do with moral compass. And for me, that's just, yeah.
Veteran boxing journalist Mike Coppinger has reported that the Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis fight is now in serious danger, though it has not yet been officially canceled. According to Coppinger, Paul's team and most valuable promotions are looking at December 12th or December 19th as possible new dates. The delay is tied to the civil lawsuit against Davis, which has triggered an internal review of whether the fight can still proceed. The November 14th date, for now, remains under evaluation.
On that fight, it says, here's a tweet I'm reading from Mike Coppinger. As reported, Jake Paul's return could shift to December, with the November 14th Netflix exhibition in jeopardy due to the latest allegations against Gervonta Davis. Sources tell Ring Magazine that December 12th and the 19th are possibilities, right? And here are the potential opponents: Nate Diaz or Francis Ngannou. Now listen, we know that Jake Paul has been out there and he's typically taking on people that are way older than him, like Mike Tyson, who's 58, Anderson Silva, who was way past his prime, people like Nate Diaz, who were way smaller. Gervonta
Davis was also arrested earlier this year in Florida. For many fans, this doesn't come as a shock. They see it as yet another example of his ongoing off-ring troubles. Most expect the same pattern to follow: a brief time in custody, release, on bail, and then a return to normal life. Because this pattern has repeated so often, some fans and analysts have become desensitized, viewing these incidents as routine for Davis rather than moments of reflection or change.
Tank Davis was arrested in Florida on domestic violence charges. And what I have to say is, the rollout is here. The hatred.
Musty energy.
This is typical Gervonta Tank Davis rollout. Either you argue with Floyd Mayweather over some women's or women's that y'all both dealing with, Big Polly, we don't know what's going on, or you go ahead and you get domestic violence charges. This is typical Tank rollout. The next thing we're gonna get a toothbrush with shit on the toothbrush, where you have to brush your teeth with shit on it. A crazy baby mama might put baby shit on the toothbrush. We're going to see a whole lot of stuff. That means that Gervonta Tank Davis is in camp. He's working out. Tank fans love the ghetto shit. They love Popeye chicken sandwiches. They love poking holes in condoms. They love walking in the club barefooted. They love to have stickers on their fitter caps. They love a whole lot of ghetto shit, man. So this is on brand for Tank fans. The fight's coming out. Everybody, don't worry. The fight is coming. This is just a typical Gervonta Tank Davis rollout. Ignorant ghetto shit. That's just what happened.
Over the years, Gervonta Davis has faced multiple legal and behavioral issues. In February 2020, he was arrested for allegedly grabbing and dragging his then-girlfriend at a public event. Later that year, in November 2020, he was involved in a hit-and-run crash in Baltimore that injured 4 people. He eventually pleaded guilty to leaving the scene of an accident and related charges. In December 2022, he was arrested again after another woman accused him of misconduct, drawing intense public criticism.
All them information to you. Well, let me ask you this. I was just talking to her. What if she told me that you beat the piss out of her and you jumped on top of her and started punching her in the face? Should I just go ahead and take that as...
Okay, but don't you know... It's your side of the story. Give your side.
You just talking to her though. With the information that she gave you, can't she tell you? You want me to just take everything she says?
I'm not from here.
Okay, but you want me to just take everything she says as fact?
All I'm just saying is I'm not from here. I don't know her exact address.
Okay, that's fine.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not asking for her exact address. How did she get here?
She drove with my car. Yes, my car.
To get here?
Yes, my car.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you give her that car?
No, I did not.
Did you let her drive that car?
Yes.
17 Bravo 3 copy now. Well, she got here. From wherever she lives, she drove the car.
Davis and the mother of his children have reportedly been together for 4 years and share 2 kids. The alleged victim's mother claims to have video evidence of the incident, though that footage has not been made public. This claim has added more confusion to the case. While some people believe the video exists, others doubt its authenticity. Until concrete proof is released, the public remains divided. Many fans are also expressing frustration, saying that every time Davis has a big fight lined up, another legal issue seems to surface. Some are starting to question whether these events are just coincidences or part of a deliberate pattern. At the same time, it's worth remembering that in the past, the mother of Davis's children has made statements later proven false, which adds another layer of uncertainty to this situation.
Again, isn't it a coincidence that every time that Gervonta Tank Davis is about to fight, as we all know he's supposed to be fighting the rematch with Lamar Roach, that allegedly he hits one of his baby moms, gets arrested for domestic violence? I'm trying to figure out, is this real or this is just part of a promo? Because it's becoming a tradition. Leading up to a Gervonta Tank Davis fight, he gets arrested for domestic violence or something of that nature, right? So put it this way, Gervonta Tank Davis was arrested early Friday morning in South Florida. The WBA lightweight champ is accused of hitting his ex-girlfriend on the back of the head and slapping her, source tells me. According to an arrest report, Davis, who currently lives in Coral Springs, was taken into custody in Miami Beach before being transported to the Doral Police Department. The report states that the incident in question occurred on the night of June 15th. Damn, they kept this under wraps. According to police, Davis and victim were in a romantic relationship for about 4 years and shared 2 children. Police said that Davis went to the victim's home to pick up their children for Father's Day, but verbal altercation between him and the victim ensued, which escalated to a physical altercation. According to reports, Davis told his ex-girlfriend to remove their children from his car as he no longer intended to take them. But when she leaned forward to retrieve their daughter from the back seat, Davis struck her in the back of the head, then slapped her in the face, causing a minor cut to the inner area of her lip. Police said the victim then sent a text message to her mother informing her that Davis was assaulting her and asking her to come outside. The victim's mother then exited the residence and saw her daughter visibly distressed and crying while arguing with Davis, the report stated. According to reports, the victim's mother filmed part of the altercation on the cell phone, which showed Davis throwing a small box at the victim. Police said Davis refused to fill out a Miranda warning form and sign it at the police department Friday. He was arrested on battery charge. Now, ladies and gentlemen, look, the last time this occurred, The baby mama said that was a lie, that she over-exaggerated. Remember, she threw him she put caca.
Given Davis's long history of legal troubles, many believe it's crucial to let the investigation play out before making judgments. Meanwhile, Jake Paul's team and Most Valuable Promotions have confirmed that they're conducting their own inquiry and haven't yet made a final decision about the fight. With significant legal, ethical, and financial factors now in play, the future of the event will depend on what investigators uncover and what promoters ultimately decide. The boxing world, along with millions of fans, is watching closely, knowing this could dramatically change what was once expected to be one of the biggest fights of the year.
You got arrested? Can't let the November 14th fight just disappear. I'll find somebody. Let's see who's downstairs. Yo, bro, what's your name?
Rico.
Rico, you're my next opponent.
Me? I'm just tightening pipes.
November 14th, you in?
If you say so.
It's on.
What do you think? Should Jake Paul find a strong replacement for Tank, or should the November 14th fight be postponed? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for updates. Thanks for watching.